got this Sienna travel trailer. I don't see any damage. I got my clock on, chains, battery, everything's hooked up. It's a little bit dirty, but the parking lot is pretty muddy. Got it all locked up. Couldn't really see anything inside, so I didn't bother showing a video of that. This is pretty cool. I want to show this for hooking your dog up. Some of the campers have that now, which is nice. I wonder what these are for. I wonder if that's for running out here to retract it. Spare tire. Everything in the back looks good. Cap is on. Tires are dirty, but everything's good there. I don't see any damage on the unit. I was looking, I couldn't see an actual length. Might just be missing it. Let me see if I can get it to zoom in. I didn't see a length on the trailer. I see the GVWR 8,800 pounds, but I don't see a length. So looks to be right around like the 30, 33, somewhere in that area. Looks like a decent trailer though. Okay, I got this 271 Sienna travel trailer. I couldn't find a sticker that showed the length of it or the actual weight, just the GWVR is 8,800. But it looked to be a little over 30 feet. I guess I'll have to look up the specs online, just so, I mean, I don't need to know. I know it's, you know, with the GVRW being that in my truck, I know I'm well under the 26,000, but I just like to kind of have an idea. I did pop my head in and take a look around. It looked like a pretty nice trailer, but it was kind of hard to see in there, so I didn't do a video. I did see it had like bunk beds and stuff. Usually when it has the bunk beds in the back, from my experience, versus like a separate room for the kids or whatever, usually that's right around the 30-foot range. I think once you step it up to like a 35 to 38 footer, they do like a separate kids room in the back. At least that's what I was seeing when I was looking at buying, and mine is a 37 foot and it has a separate room in the back. So I know I can tell by looking at it this isn't 37, so I think it's probably in that 30, 32 range. Looks like a nice trailer though. So far it's pulling fine, just got on the highway. It is a little bit windy here in Indiana today, but I think that might clear up a little bit as we head towards Chicago and everything like that. So I really didn't start feeling the wind until I was in Indiana. A little bit chillier day than the last couple. Originally I was going to run this trailer yesterday, which was Monday, February 3rd, but both of my kids were sick, so I stayed home. This wasn't considered, as far as I know, like a hot unit or anything like that needed to be moved, so I just asked my dispatcher if it was okay if I took it today instead, and he said no problem. So I'm still gonna hopefully be able to run 4 loads. You know, if I could just run today, which is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I can do 4 loads. So it's a little bit bumpy right here, but so I'm gonna reach out, see. This is the only load I know of for the week. It's going to Lake Mills. It's a shorter run. I got a later start today, but I'll still be up at delivery around 2:15. Getting bounced around a lot. Maybe I should have adjusted the hitch. It looked like it was sitting level, but unless it's just this road that's bouncing me. But what was I gonna say? So this load pays $520, I think it is. I have to double check on that, but I believe I looked it up. It's like $520. I've only been up to this location one other time. I will say that they did. It's probably the kid that was working. I don't know how old he is. He seemed younger, maybe around like 18 to 20. The young guy that was working doing the inspection at this dealership, I will say he was probably one of the more thorough able to do an inspection, probably one of the longer inspections that I sat through, and I think he's the only one that requested that like I leave everything hooked up. So I guess we'll see how that goes. It might be a little bit longer inspection again today, but I'm not sure for that really. We'll find out. But other than that, like I said, I'm gonna try to get some more loads this week. This is a shorter run, and I didn't run anything over the weekend. I just did 3 loads last week, so if I can, it'd be nice to get that, 4 loads in this week. Next week, I think, is when it'll hit 3 months. I'm gonna try to do a video, just basically detailing like, 3 months RV transport. I'll try to gather up how many loads I did, how much overall gross pay I've done in those loads, and then that way that information's out there for for 3 months worth of work. And then I'll probably at the same time do the video, like the 3 months of YouTube video. The channel's been growing a little bit the last couple of days, even though I haven't really put any videos out. So that's kind of nice to see that still getting some subscribers and stuff. The views are down, and the watch hours are down just because I haven't been putting as much out there because I didn't run any loads. But there was one other thing I wanted to bring up, and I cannot remember what it was. I do still need to get my tires rotated. I just slacked on that this weekend, totally forgot that was on my list of things I wanted to get done. So they should be fine for the week. Like, I'm not super worried about it, but I'm gonna try this weekend to get it in and get the tires rotated. Yeah, I don't remember what else I was going to bring up. I'm gonna do another video about the company that I am leased on with. I'm not gonna put the company name out there. I get a lot of emails now that I put my email address in the description for the channel, and I do get people finding me on Facebook, which is totally cool. I like it. But I think I can probably answer some questions if I just make a quick video. We got a lot of guys that have been asking, like, if there's runs in other states and stuff. And, I've only done deliveries Illinois, Wisconsin. I think we have a dealership that we delivered to in Minnesota. That could be horse trailers. And I think there's one in Missouri, but I haven't had any loads to either one of those. It's been just Wisconsin, Illinois. So I wanted to put that out there, but because I've had guys asking about loads out west and stuff like that. So definitely nothing out west. The dealer list that I have only shows Wisconsin, Illinois. Like I said, one in Minnesota, one in Missouri. And I think there's only like maybe 1 or 2 in Illinois. It's all pretty much Wisconsin. So just want to put that out there. And then only short runs. So nothing like I think the longest run is like 400 or 500 miles. Like we don't have anything that's really long. If you're looking to be out on the road for 2, 3, 4 days. The only way you're going to be able to do that would be to just keep running back and forth to Indiana. So, and I don't believe we have any backhauls. Not that I've seen. I've never asked for any, but we don't have a load board or anything like that. So, I will make a video, and maybe I'll get that out today, just kind of like detailing. A little bit more detail. I'm not gonna put the company name in there because I still, when I spoke to my dispatcher, he asked that, he was kind of unsure whether or not he wanted that information out there. So we're gonna keep that information private. And then, like I said, if you are interested, like if you watch the videos and you understand what we wrun, where we run, then and you're still interested in running for the company that I run for, then definitely email me, and I'll get you in touch with my dispatcher, and he can let you know if we're hiring or not. I know I've seen, like a month or two ago we were hiring. I don't know if we are right now. So like I said, if you get in touch with me and you're interested, I'll definitely get you in touch with the right people. So I'll try to do a video maybe during drop off, and just go from there. Okay, so I actually forgot to mention it earlier in the video, but had kind of I guess call it an odd situation. So luckily today I got to pick up from our storage lot, which saves me like 15 to 20 minutes of driving each way, which is great. I got there, I was looking for this Sienna travel trailer that I got, and I drove around, and I found there was like 3 Siennas in the lot, but none of them matched the number I was looking for. So I had contacted my dispatcher, let him know that, hey, I don't see it here. And he had mentioned, well, they might not have, like, it, instead of the VIN, they might have like a lot number basically on it. So he sent me another number, but he said, check the, we have a sign out sheet. He said, check that, see, make sure nobody signed it out already. So I drove up to the front where the building is, where we have our sign out sheet, and I didn't want to block the main road coming in, or the main part of the parking lot. So I backed into a parking spot, and I left my truck running. I was just jumping out to go check the sheet, and so I checked it. It showed it was there. Nobody had signed it out. So I had texted my dispatcher, said, I'm gonna go look again. I'll check that number that you gave me now. And I think I told him, I said, I think I saw that number on a unit. So I go back to my truck, which is only like 15 yards, 20 yards away from where the sign out sheet is. Oh nice, this way station's closed. That's good, I don't have to go through there. So I go to get back in my truck, and a multi-haul truck had pulled up and blocked me in. And I figured, no big deal, he's gonna get out, sign his unit out, and then pull off. So my truck was running. I got in my truck. He could see that I was in my truck. He looked over. Obviously could hear it running. He's got to walk like right next to it. I see him like running back, so I'm like, okay, he realized like he's blocking me in. Did a quick lap around his trailer, and I was like, wow, I appreciate him trying to get back in and get moving so I can get out. Then he just sat there in his truck. So I was like, well, I'm sure he's got some paperwork or something he's got to fill out before he pulls off, so I'm not going to rush him. So I sat there and waited for about 5 minutes. And then I started to get kind of irritated. In my head, I'm thinking, A, why did he run, do a quick lap around his truck, literally running, if he's not going to get out of my way, and then to sit in his truck and, clearly could see that I'm here waiting to pull out. So then finally I was like, all right, well, I got out of my truck because I was going to go knock on his window and ask him to pull up so that I could get out. And as soon as I got out of my truck, he starts waving his hands at me, basically saying like he's going to move. So I don't know. I mean, he had to have been watching me. So I don't know what he was doing, but he did end up pulling up and pulling out of the way. And then I was able to find my trailer. But just an odd situation, like, I purposely didn't park in that spot because I didn't want to block the area. And then someone blocks me in. I should have just parked in that area and I wouldn't have got blocked in, wouldn't have lost any time. But, I was kind of caught off guard by, I thought it was kind of rude, knowing that the truck's running, knowing someone's sitting there about to pull out, you're just going to sit in your truck and, there was plenty of room to just pull up. Like, I get jumping out, signing your unit out, but you know, there's plenty of room to like pull up and get out of the way, because he was also blocking him. There's a guy on the other side of him hooking up a fifth wheel that needed to pull out, and he was blocking that guy too, so that guy couldn't. It was like basically a traffic jam. I couldn't move. The guy trying to get the fifth wheel out couldn't move because this guy in the multi-haul truck was just sitting there. But just an odd situation. I know better for next time now. I won't back into a parking spot, you know, in that area, because I don't want to get stuck. But you know, if I guess I could always chalk it up to maybe he wasn't paying attention, but it certainly seemed like he was. So I got that unit dropped off up in Lake Mills. It was the same inspector again, the guy, same young guy that did the inspection, and yeah, he definitely takes the longest out of anybody. I was there for probably close to a half hour, which usually I'm in and out. It's not a big deal. Like I got the time or whatever, but it was kind of crazy because they even like got up on the roof and walking around. He had like another guy out there with him, one of the inspectors. They didn't find any damage, but they definitely do a thorough check. So I don't know, maybe they had some issues, and maybe they were like held responsible or something. So now they try to do more thorough inspection. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think. But they're nice, polite, everything like that. So no issues there. It's a smaller dealership, but I think the way that they have it up there is they have like multiple spots like right in the town, from what I understand. Like they have the store, and then they have like a storage lot, and I think they have like another separate location where they do like a lot of their maintenance and stuff like that. So so maybe it's not really a smaller location, just a smaller drop area. And this road is quite bumpy, so I'm not sure if you can hear that through my voice, but looks like I've got another load. I just got it sent to me, so I'll at least have one for tomorrow, which is good. It looks like I think actually I'm getting more as I'm talking, so should have at least a couple more loads, and then trying to run 4 total this week would be ideal. I don't think that I'm gonna have time to run any on the weekend, just because I got some stuff going on, but we'll see. Maybe I can sneak one in on the weekend. Other than that, delivery went good, no issues with the trailer. Snowed a little bit, but nothing really sticking, so that was good. I think tomorrow they're calling for snow in Wisconsin and like maybe ice in Illinois, Chicago area. So I'm gonna have to look at that weather and see if maybe I can get out ahead of it. I think it's supposed to hit tomorrow night. I'm not sure how that'll affect Thursday. So depending on that, I'm gonna look a little closer at the weather, but like depending on how it looks, I'll probably leave a little extra early tomorrow. And then maybe if we do get some ice and stuff, maybe I'll leave late on Thursday, let the salt trucks do their thing. But we'll kind of see, you know, you never know what's really gonna happen. So I'm not really gonna do too much I'm not really gonna worry about Thursday too much, but I guess if they're calling for like ice and stuff, I probably would at least try to get the unit delivered and then start heading back, so I'm not pulling a unit during like an ice storm. But I'll have to take a look at that weather again. I haven't checked it today. Remember I saw something over the weekend about it. But yeah, other than that, got that unit delivered, first one of the week. Hopefully we'll do 4 this week. And there's a lot of units in the storage lot. The last couple times I've been in the manufacturers, they seem like they got a lot of units, so hopefully that's a good sign. Hopefully it stays busy, and make a little bit of money this year.